Sir, how do you think where India is going with all the protests on different and various issues going on in almost every nook and corner? Where do you see the so-called the largest democracy in the world heading?
Actually, feel bad about it, but way back in 2014, when Mr. Modi came to power for the first time, I wrote an article and that was titled Modi versus India. It is almost turning out to be true. One feels actually sad, not because of what is happening to Modi or BJP, but because what is likely to happen to region. I think India is going south, and going south at a very, very fast pace. And this has the pace has increased over the last 2.5, 3 months as BJP, drunk with the vote power that they think they got, not realizing that Modi Sahab by himself is actually a nobody. He has been sponsored into this position twice over the years. And there is a reason behind it. And the reason generally is and that is what I think is the conflict right now. And because of that, you find that all segments of society which are not part of that kind of a mindset, they are against this, whatever Mr. Modi is doing. Now, there are two mindsets working. One is that idea India, which is based on secularism. Because if you go back in the history, it's an irony again. Because when the two countries came into power, they came to being, Congress held its first CEC and they minted that Pakistan is an unnatural state, it will wither away, and if not, it will be done away with. Now, actually, whatever they had thought, if you remove Pakistan, you write India, that is where India is heading towards. Because the kind of division which you find and the kind of, the confrontation between the two and the acrimony between the two thought processes, that is widening the gap between whatever is holding India together. And I have read in an article that those who are thoughtful and people who understand these matters more, and they think that idea India has been practically killed. When idea India has been killed, then India by itself, it was never a country like that. Then there is no reason for India to be what India is today. So therefore, that is what people fear. And if that were to happen, it will destabilize whole of Asia. And that will be a huge setback for the people, some very good people in India, majority of whom they just want to live in peace. They want to be left alone to do what they think is right for them. And that was the strength that India had, and that is now turning out to be weakness. One more thing which is going unnoticed, and that we were not talking about, is that this new command structure that Mr. Modi has put in place of its armed forces, the higher echelon at that level. The Chief of Defense Staff, by itself, fine. Every country has the right to organize its armed forces the way it sees fit. Now, this post being created at this point in time, and Bipin Rawat, who initially was number 4 on the list, picked up, made the Chief Army Staff, and now this post is filled in by this gentleman who is now 4-star general. That actually has put the armed forces as part of Mr. Modi's political agenda.